Welcome back everybody. As you can tell by the title of the video, today I will be doing my makeup using only drugstore products. If you are interested in seeing which products I use, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start by moisturizing my face with some Cetaphil. I'm just going to rub this all over my face. I'm not going to use a primer. This is going to work as my primer. Now for my eyebrows, I am going to speed it up a little bit because it is kind of a long process and I didn't really cut much out. So I do start by brushing out my eyebrows and then outlining the bottom. I outline the top, but I don't go all the way to the end just because I don't want my eyebrows to look boxy. And then I just fill in whatever gaps need to be filled in. I try not to darken them up too much just so that they don't look so bold on my face. And the pencil that I am using is the Covergirl Ultrafine Brow Pencil. I think that using a pencil kind of allows you to control where you draw on your brows rather than using a pomade and a brush. So I just prefer to use a pencil. I'm now going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. You can find this at CVS. Is I think where I buy mine at. And I am going to just clean up my brows a bit. First starting with the bottom and then the top. And basically the concealer kind of really helps me shape them exactly how I want them. Even when I'm having like a bad brow day, concealer usually is what saves my life, seriously. So I am going to go in here with the sponge and just kind of buff it out. Just notice I am not getting too close to the brow because later on I am going to go in with a brush to kind of clean it up a little bit closer to the brow. I do love that this LA Girl concealer has a brush tip as well, so that you can have more control as to where you're putting your concealer. And then the sponge that I am using is the Real Techniques makeup sponge. Now, like I said, I am going to go in with a brush and clean them up a little bit. This is a Morphe brush, which I did include in here because Morphe brushes are super affordable. There's also a monthly subscription where you pay $20 a month and you get 4 to 5 brushes. The link will be down below. Now I'm going to go in and prime my eyelid with some more concealer. I know I had already put some on there, but I'm just going to put a little bit more just to make sure they are covered pretty well and none of my little veins are showing up. For eyeshadow, I will be using the L'Oreal La Palette Nude. You can see these are a lot of brown neutral colors, which is what I love for everyday makeup. I'm going to start off by grabbing a small tapered brush, and I'm going to grab the very first shade in this palette. It's a very light shimmery shade, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone. So I'm placing it right underneath my brow. And like I said earlier, all the brushes that I will be using are Morphe. I will be putting the names or the numbers of the brushes in the description. That way you guys know which ones they are. I'm going to go in with a medium fluffy brush, and with this medium brown color, I'm going to put it all over my crease and a little bit above my crease. And I'm just going to blend this one color back and forth in circular motions and windshield wiper motions, and just going back and forth just to blend it out as much as I can. And I am bringing it up a little bit above my crease just so that whenever I open my eyes, since I have hooded eyes, that color does not get lost in my crease. So if you don't have this problem, then you can leave it right in your crease. You don't have to bring it up, but I just like to do that so that it doesn't disappear when I open my eyes. With the same brush, I am going to go into that chocolatey brown color. I'm going to start off by dabbing it a little bit on the corner of my eye and then bringing it in to my crease. So first I'm going to just dab it to concentrate the color on the corner of my eye, and then just brushing whatever's left over into my crease. And I'm doing it right below that first color so that that first color doesn't get lost again. So I'm just going to darken it up a little bit. Now I'm going to grab a flat concealer brush, and I'm going to grab the very last color in the palette, which is also a shimmery color, and I am going to place this all over my lid. First I'm going to grab it with the dry brush, and then I am going to go in and spray some Morphe spray on it and kind of darken it up a little bit just so that that shimmery color can show up a lot better. With shimmery colors, it's always a good idea to wet your brush with some sort of spray just so that that color can show up a lot more pigmented. With the same brush I was using earlier, I am going to just blend out my crease a little bit so it doesn't look too harsh. I'm going to go in with Fit Me Foundation by Maybelline. I do have two colors that I like to mix, so I'm just going to add a few drops of each and mix them together to try and get a color that matches me a little bit better. I am going to go in with just the Real Techniques makeup sponge and just dab it all over my face. You guys already know the drill. Just placing it all over my face. I'm now going to go in with the LA Girl Concealer again, and I'm just going to put this on my forehead, on my nose, on my chin, and underneath my eyes. Just all the areas where I want to highlight. And once again, with my Real Technique sponge, I am going to spray it a little bit, and then I am going to just blend everything out. Now I am going to use the Airspun loose powder. You can find this at Walmart, is where I have found it easiest to find. And I'm going to put this everywhere where I put concealer. And I am just going to let it sit for a few seconds. I will be setting the rest of my face with the Fit Me Pressed Powder Foundation by Maybelline as well. And I'm just going to put this all over my face with a big, round, fluffy brush. I am also going to be taking off or swiping off that Airspun powder at the same time and just kind of blending everything in together. I'm going to go in with this Physicians Formula bronzer that I found at CVS, and I'm going to be placing it everywhere where you would normally do a contour. I don't do a very like harsh contour. I kind of just bronze my face. So that is what I'm doing. And normally just anywhere where you would uh, do the contour. I am going to grab my big fluffy brush again and once again just blend everything out so it doesn't look like I literally just put mud on my face. I'm going to go back in my palette to do my drop shadow. I'm going to grab a small bullet brush and I'm going to start with the light brown shadow that I use as a transition color, and I'm just going to place that all over my under eye. I am then going to go in with that darker chocolatey brown shade, and I am going to put this one a little bit closer to my waterline and just blend out that first color as well. I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Ultimate Eyeliner. It's in a brown color. I'm going to put this all over my waterline. I'm going to do the bottom and the top as well. For mascara, I am going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I'm just going to coat my top and bottom lashes with this mascara, which, by the way, works really good. It is a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I have tried both, and to me, they both work the same. For lashes, I will be using the Kiss Natural Lashes and the Green Duo Glue. I like to put the glue all along the lash line to make sure that I coat it really good, especially the ends, because that's usually where they tend to lift up and not stick very good. So I make sure that I have enough glue on the ends of the lash. Now I am gonna zoom in to show how I apply my lashes. I used to have a really hard time applying lashes, and this is just the easiest way that I found. So I grab my lash with tweezers right in the center and I place it right in the center of my eye, and I make sure that I just place it there, and I grab the tweezers again and pull the outer corner first and place it where I want it, and then the inner corner. Once I've placed the lash where I want it, I use the same tweezers to kind of just push the lash against my real lashes. So I just press it gently all the way down my lash. You can also use your fingers if you're scared to use the tweezers. Don't poke your eye. You can use your fingers. It makes it a lot faster too. For my lips, I'm going to use this brown lip liner from L'Oreal. I start outlining my bottom lip first, and then I go and outline my top lips. Since my lips are kind of pointy, I like to round them out a little bit, so you will see that I do round the top of my lips a little bit with the liner. I do like to go ahead and fill in my lips with that same liner. That way whatever lipstick I'm going to wear on top will stay longer. On top of that lip liner, I am going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick. I like to concentrate this in the center of my lips just to give my lips the illusion that they are a lot plumpier than what they really are. And then on top of that, I am gonna go in with the Rimmel London Stay Glossy Lip Gloss. I just wanted to do something different. I am usually sticking to matte lipsticks, and I thought I would add a little gloss to this look. And now with the Morphe spray, I am gonna go in and spray all of my face just so that all those powders can start melting into my face. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild highlighter in the color Flower Crown, and I am gonna spray my brush, and I am gonna go ham with this highlighter, you guys. If there is a definition for too much highlight, I think this is it. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. I'm going to grab a smaller brush to highlight my nose. That'll help just concentrate the product where I want it. That is the finished look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And also turn on that notification bell. That way you are notified every time I upload. Also, if you decide to recreate this look, don't forget to tag me. Thanks. Bye.